Yeah. So very good evening to all. Is it audible? Okay, if it is audible, can you give quick as in the chat? Yes, good. Raj, Edward Rajkumar. Yes. Okay, fine. So hope it is audible. Good. Stephen, good response. And fine. So welcome to the Inspire team for the batch 9. I can see a few people which belongs to the batch 7 and 8 also I can see one or two. And if you are like a new, like Vikram Singh and even Rajkumar, even I can see if you are like a new, and if you are like I can see that name which can I can recognize as batch 7 and batch 8 people. Okay, good. So hope to see you back into the batch 9 in the advanced level of Python. Okay, so fine. And today is going to be the session one. Hope you know what, and we know like in the Inspire team, always when the starting of the session, we'll go with a start with a good prayer, and we'll move on to the content. Okay, so before moving on to the content or a discussion, let us have a small prayer. I'll share my the screen. It's just anyone you can raise your hand and you can start praying. Just read it. I'll share it. So anyone, fine. This is going to be the prayer part. Is anyone is ready? Yeah, who raised their hand? Okay, yeah. Carry on, dear. Can unmute your country.
Positive affirmation prayer. Dear God, I place my humble needs before you. My need to meet my responsibilities in the world. My need to use my God given talents and abilities. My need to fulfill my place here on earth. I pray for your guidance now to show me the way to the perfect opportunity to do what I love, to do what I can do well, and what will fulfill my needs mentally, spiritually, and financially. Help us to walk in faith as you show us the way. I am praying for everyone in the universe. Let them be safe, happy, peaceful, and healthy. Thank you, God.
Thank you so much, dear. Fine. So now we'll start the session. And before starting, just I'll give you a few intro about the session, what we are going to do, and what we done in the previous batch. Because it is going to be continuity about the previous and the current batch. Because previous batch we are running out with a fundamental of programming that is using the Python programming language. Base is over. Like what is recursion, what is function, what is dictionary, set, string, list, tuple. So these kind of stuff, everything from the start, like we can tell as a scratch level. So from the scratch level, everything is over. So through that scratch level, what can I learn in the advance? Suppose you are doing some research works, like you are going with a PhD or research works or a project based on the advanced level, like based on the machine learning or a deep learning, or if you want to go with AI, anything like based on your project models, you have to train your model and you have to go with the testing category. These kind of things, we need something like a one implementation. Yeah. So for that implementation, we have to go with a one programming language. So for that programming language, we can choose our programming language. Suppose you want to go with the machine learning, or if you want to go with the deep learning, or you want to go with the data science, whatever might be there. So one language is needed to implement. Than the algorithm, we can need a one programming language to get into the implementation. For that, best solution is going to be either you can go with the R programming language or Python programming language. So R is completely sounds very new to every people. So because we are not like a new fresher, we are like experienced and we are working as a employee, or if you can work as a college student, so we might hear what is our programming language, but we are not well and expert in that kind of area. But we can go with the Python sounds well. Everyone knows that if you are under the category of school, even a college or any level of UG or PG or a PhD, Python everywhere sounds good and good. So it is easy to learn, and compared to the R programming language, where the Python is very easy, both are same. Python is nothing but if you know something about the C programming language or a C++ or a Java or whatever might be there, somewhat we can go with the syntax wise very easily, topic wise we can cover very quickly. That is why we are telling as easy. But what about R? So is R is very difficult compared to the Python? No, nothing is like that. Both are same, but R sounds completely new for us, but Python sounds somewhat familiar. We can hear that. Yeah. So that is about the thing we are discussing about basic level. So on the batch 8, that is a previous batch, we are done with the FOP, fundamental of programming. We are covered from the scratch level. So what is the base? From the 0th level, we're done with the up to the 70% of things is done. That is the FOP is over. What is next step? So next step is nothing but getting into the advanced thing. So based on the Excel sheet or based on even if you want to perform like a pandas or a numpy or a matplotlib, what I might be the I have to go with the data visualization. So that data visualization is very, very important when you're going with the machine learning models or any models you want to train or if you want to apply for your projects. So now, before getting into the new thing that is going to be like a based on the FOP or what is next one, just we'll have a recap what we have discussed in the FOP. So fundamental of programming, which we have discussed already, and people hope you know about that. Because if you're not knowing about you don't know what is Python basic thing, you don't know, then this will be very difficult to understand. It's about not difficulty, it's about like easily cannot understand. You have to put extra effort day by day to get into the content. So now those who are new, also let me know. Those who are like complete, I know what is Python, I know already. If that is the case, also let me know. So now category one, just I have my mobile in my hand, okay, because both the time I'm accessing. So chat I can see through the mobile, and here I'll try to present my screen. Okay, fine, dear. So now those who are new to the Python, let you can post as you are new. That is I one response I got before I'm telling. That is Raj. I'm new. So if you are familiar with the FOP, just post as FOP. If you are new to the language, post as new in the chat, so that accordingly I can give an explanation so that everyone can understand, make the course very useful. Okay, Paul Matthew. Okay, completely new. Yogesh, good son. Okay, fine. Rajkumar, Rajakumar, sorry. Okay, your maximum people are like a new. Sarvesh, new to advanced, no issue, because we are going to learn with advanced, no issue. Okay, okay, everyone. Mostly, I think so. Those are joined and you are given as a new to Python programming language, but no issue. As per the today's session, nearly 10 days is there. Okay, so today's session will spend for the FOP. We cannot touch everything in depth. Overview alone, I'll tell you like what are the topics you should cover in the FOP. Please put your effort in the personal way. So once the class is over, because within 1.5 hours, we cannot tell everything can be done. That is going to be my promising statement. I can tell that within 10 hours, within 15 hours, we can complete entire core of Python. Not going to be possible with any experienced candidate. Yeah, how much ever possible, I'll fetch you the content. From there, you have to carry on. Yeah, like a project wise. If you want to go with a project wise, how to help in the project wise, this kind of I'll give you the guidance. I can support you, but everything we cannot touch in depth in the FOP because this course completely is based on the advanced level of Python version 3. Yeah. So, but as per the first day, I don't want to put directly into the advanced level so that it will completely you will be like a messed up. So, better will go with FOP. Just will recap what are the things are there. I'll give you as a hint. So, based on that hint, just you can maintain the notes. So, when you're getting a free time, for sure, try to spend at least 2 hours spent for the FOP. Whenever you have a doubt, try to ping me personally. I can reach you whenever I'll be available. Yeah. So now those who are new to Python, leave, no issue. Those who are already done, I know about the basic about Python programming language. If that is the case, what are the topics you know? Can you unmute and can you tell what are the topics you will be knowing or already have done? I'll take writing pad. Anyone? You can unmute and can. What are the topics you know? Just topics. I won't ask any other question. Just topics alone. Stan is there, as well as we have surveys is there. Find what are the topics you are knowing? Unmute and you can speak, or if kind, if it is not possible, no issue. You can go with texting. Okay. Those who are new to the thing, just and I'll try to recap what are things happen in the batch 8. So we are discussed what is data type. These are basic things we have to know about the data type. Next is nothing but we have to know about the keywords. Then variables, block. Block is nothing but in other programming language completely different. Here we'll be using as a indentation we used to tell. Next we'll be using as a operators, and we have done with a decision making, and we have done with a looping. So these are the very basic thing you have to be knowing. Here, only this one's a no. This is a very step. We can tell as a step one. So what is data type? So suppose you have like a equal to 10 is there. This 10 belongs to integer data type. Clear? But if you go with the C programming language, generally what we'll be doing, we'll write as int a equal to 10 semicolon. So now a is a variable, and the string is going to be the value which is assigned to the variable a. This a you're telling as a which data type. Primitive data type belongs to the integer. So integer is there, float is there, character, string, etc. etc. Double also is there. Many things we have in the C programming language. At least if you're familiar with at least one programming language, either it can be anything, C, Python, or if you go with the Java or C++, anything. If you know, quickly you can learn Python also. So now in this data type, we'll be discussing about the integer, float data type. And if you go with the Python programming language, we don't have character data type. We have string data type, okay, etc. etc. Keywords. So in the Python programming language, we have 33 keywords up to the version 3.7. So if you are using 3.9th version or 3.8th version, your keyword is going to be 36, but we don't want to touch that part. Yeah, but 3.7 will support everything which we are going with the advanced level. So 33 keywords we have in the Python programming language. Variable is nothing but you're telling as a equal to 10. A is going to be the variable. Yeah, indentation. So what is block? Suppose if you go with other programming language, you will be using the symbol. Hope you have seen like this. We'll be writing some statement over here. Okay, so this is nothing but a starting block, and this is going to be the ending block. So in place of using this we cannot use in the Python programming language, because this comes under the one data structure we used to tell. So to overcome this only, they brought indentation. Indentation is nothing but the alignment. So how we are going with the presentation. So alignment is needed. First, you'll be giving the title. Yeah. Once you've given the title, immediately will you start your paragraph in this part, in this line? No. You will give some space. Then only you'll be writing as this is going to be a parameter, etc., etc. So that space is called as that presentation we used to tell. That presentation is going to be in the coding we used to tell as an indentation in Python. Operators. We have totally 7 types of operators, like a arithmetic operator, relation operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, membership operator, etc. etc. we have. So totally we have 7 types of operators. And next will be, and we have discussed about decision making. Decision making is nothing but to decide which statement should be executed, like if else, nested if, these kind of things. So we can tell as a elif in the Python programming language. Else will be there. So if is working, I'll go with the if if is not working, I'll go with the else block. Else block is nothing but if true, I'll get on the if not, I'll get into the false statement. Okay. Now that's about the decision making. What about the looping? So we have a 2 types of looping, or we can tell as a 3 types of looping. So in the other programming language, hope you heard like a for loop, while loop, and we can tell as a do while loop. So these are the 3 common looping statement we have in every programming language. We can go with anything. Even if you go with the Java also same, you go with the C also same, C++ also same. But in the Python, we have one update, nothing but we have for loop, we have while loop, but we don't have do while loop. In place of this, we have nested loop is there. So nested loop is nothing but one inside another. Example, for loop inside for loop is called as a nested for loop. While loop inside while loop is called as a nested while loop. So what is generally nesting? One inside another is called as a nesting. Same thing here. So for loop will be there. Inside the for loop, we'll be having one more for loop. That is going to be nested for loop. So these are the things we have discussed already. And new people, please try to take a note or try to take a screenshot, try to learn from the scratch level. Yeah. Now, next, basic idea is over. Now we'll get into the Python 3. So main topics, we'll discuss about the main topics. These are the common topics for every programming language. But these are the major, we used to tell as a data structure. So what is data structure generally? Already we know something called as a data structure. So data is nothing but collection of information. So that information you are organizing in some proper order or some given order. That is going to be data structure. So now in this data structure, we have first thing is called as a string. Second is going to be list. Third is going to be tuple, dictionary, sets, functions, and recursions. So these are the things you have to remember in the main topic. And this we have done in the previous batch. Those who are having continued like a batch 7 and batch 8, those who are joined in the batch 9, you will be having idea about FOP. And if you're not joined, but if you're knowing already also, well and super. Yeah. So nothing but these are the basic. So string we have to learn, list we have to learn, tuple, tuple you can pronounce or you can pronounce as a tuple. Anything is fine. It's up to your pronunciation, tuple or tuple, completely fine. Dictionary, set, function, and recursion. So these are the major 7 topics we have under Python 3. Major topic. With this only you will be working into the data structure. This everything is called as a individual data structure. String is one data structure. So that data structure will have a object, class. So these kind of stuffs will be there. So just note it out and we'll discuss. So as a people are new to the class, no issue. I'll tell you the hint about the all the topics and we'll discuss some few examples also. So now if you go with a string, string should be represented with a single quotation or a double quotation, or we can tell as this kind of example. Here we have mentioned with a example one by one. Just go with this first example. Hello with a single quote. This belongs to the string data type. This belongs to the string data type. Now if you go with a TNP is given, so training and placement department. See if that is the case. So here I'm giving as a double quotation. And here we have inspire, I'm giving in the double quotation. So if you want to represent a string, suppose I'm giving as a, can I tell A is a string? No, A is a variable. Yeah. Now you have to make this variable as a string. So if you're denoting with a single quotation, that is going to be a string. And if you are knowing with the other programming language, if you example C I'll take, in the C programming language, if you're denoting with a single quotation, this data type belongs to the character. And double quotation, A with a double quotation, this is going to be string. This is about the other programming language. In Python programming language, we don't have any data type called as a character. If you're denoting with a single quotation also it belongs to the string, double quotation also belongs to the string only. So example is going to be hello, TNP, inspire. Yep, done. Now if you go with the list, what is generally list? List is nothing but array. In other programming language, you're telling as a array. So what is array? You'll be having set of similar data type. That is what the array we can tell. What is array? Collection of similar data type. So what is similar data type? Integer data type or a flow data type, or you'll be having only character data type. So your entire array. So representation of list or the array is going to be square bracket. If you are representing anything with a square bracket, that comes under the list, or you can tell as a array. Remember this point. Okay. Now that is about the thing. So square bracket, 1 is given, 2 is given, 3 is given, and 4 is given. So this everything is belongs to the array representation, or in the Python programming language, we don't have array, we have list, LIST. Next is nothing with tuple. Tuple representation is going to be circle bracket. So in the circle bracket, if you are mentioning any value, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, any value, that data type belongs to the tuple. That data structure belongs to the tuple data type. And about the dictionary. So dictionary and set will have same representation. See this symbol? This flower bracket, I said you on that in the beginning of the slide, this bracket belongs to the block in the other programming language. Start from here, end with this part. This is about the in the other programming language. But if we go with the Python, this is going to be the representation of dictionary and set. So now if it is representing same symbol, then how we can identify this belongs to the dictionary or this value belongs to the set? We'll have a conflict is there because representation is going to be same. Then how can you decide? Suppose if we go with a string, double quotation is there. For sure it should be a string. Damn sure we can tell. Suppose if it is square bracket, we can tell it comes under the list or we can tell as the array. Only one representation belongs to the one topic. But if you go with this symbol, we can tell either dictionary or we can tell as a set. Then how to represent this? Very simple. Dictionary is nothing but you will be traveling with two parameters or two arguments. So key will be there and values will be there. So key and value, this pairing. If you have this pairing element, then this completely belongs to the dictionary. Key and value. So this should be there. This set should be there. So if you have this completely key and value, this representation is going to be dictionary. Suppose if we take a set, what is set? There is no key, there is no value. Nothing but just I have only, there is no pairing, just I have only the elements. So 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. So here you are using anything like a pairing, no pair, just like an individual performing like an individual. Yeah, but here it's like a depending. So key is depending on value, value is depending on key. So that is why it is called as a dictionary. So generally if you go with a normal dictionary, Oxford dictionary or take anything, key will be there and for that word meaning will be there. These both are pairing. If everything is mismatched or if it is everything is like a collapse, can you identify this word meaning is going to be this? No. So it is matching is there. That matching is called as a dictionary. Yeah. Now set is nothing but without having any pairing, just you'll give only the elements. That element is going to be set. Now we'll go with the functions. Generally, what is functions? If you are having any keyword, I said you about 33 keywords. In the 33 keyword, you'll be having one keyword called as a def. Def is nothing but to define the function name. So this function name, suppose I'm writing as a hi, I can write, or if you want to give as a hello, I can write, or inspire you want to give. Anything is fine. This function name is belongs to the user defined function. So def is nothing but a keyword. It is fixed. We have to represent. So this def is nothing but to represent what kind of function you are going to use. To define the function name, we'll go with the def. So here you can write any function name. Here for the example I given as a function. In this place you can write any name. You can give your name. You can give my name. Everything A, B, C, D. Everything is fine. Now with that bracket, we are passing A, B, and C. What is this? This is nothing but values. I'm calling a batch 9 people. So those who are belongs to the batch 9 people, raise your hand, I'm telling. So all you people belongs to the batch 9. That's it. You'll be raising your hand. But suppose in the batch 10, I'm combining 7th batch, 8th batch, and the 9th batch for the project implementation. Completely based on the project implementation. What happened? So now few people will raise. Suppose those are belongs to the batch 7, raise your hand, they'll be raising. Batch 8, raise their hand. Batch 9 belongs to other people. So this every batch has different people. Can you work with batch 7, 8, and 9? Not possible. Kind of a section based we can tell. So you're studying in some college with a CSE department belongs to the section A, B, and C. So this A, B, C is nothing but the values. Sir, I belongs to the section A. I belongs to the section B, C. So these we can tell as a argument we can tell or we can tell as a parameters. If you are passing anything inside the function, that called as a argument or a technically we can tell as argument or parameters. So these are the basic things you have to know about the FOP and we have discussed already. Those who have not done, please requesting you to refer all these topics because based on this only we can go ahead with our advanced level. Only with this can I learn that advanced level? No. These are the basic thing you can understand very quickly when you're going to the advanced level. What are things you're using there, like a learning here, nothing will be useful in the advanced level. We cannot implement as it is. There you're completely going with the advanced level. So here if you know some basic ideas, okay, list I'm using a list. So then you should understand it is going to be a square bracket. I'm using a recursion. So then you should understand what is recursion. So for the understanding purpose, this fundamental of programming is needed. Yep. So that's about the fundamental of programming. So we don't want to go in depth and spend much time for this. Okay. Now we'll discuss individual topic. Individual topic we'll discuss with one example, like a MCQ we can tell. So based on the string, we'll take one MCQ, list, tuple, dictionary, set, and function. So we'll take all the topic, we'll discuss one by one. With recursion also, I'll tell you. So recursion I am not mentioned here because recursion also is going to be based on the DEF. So how we are using function, same thing we'll use for the recursion. But function is nothing but I'll be calling one time. Recursion is nothing but function which calls itself again and again. I'll keep on calling. That is called as the recursion we use to tell. I'll discuss that example also. Okay. As of now, if it is clear up to here, post clear in the chat. Up to here, something I understood. I'm able to understand what is happening in up to this 20 minutes. Post clear in the chat. One, two, three response. Superb. Well done. Okay, good. And in between, if you have any doubt, suppose I'm continuing the session, suppose you have in between you got a doubt, try to note it out in the paper. So in between, if I'm telling you to ask your doubts, during that time, put your question, or before ending the session, for sure, last 5 minutes will be having a doubt clarification will keep. So for the last 5 minutes. So 8, 10 maximum, I'll try to end. And most important thing, few days, 8:15 can be extended up to 8:30 also. So I'll be before itself, I'll apologize for it because it takes some, because something if it is interesting going on, we cannot wind up because of the time. 8:15 means sharply I don't want to end 8:15 because we should complete. So what you paid, you should get that worthful content. Yes, I have paid this much of amount, I got double of that. You should feel that happiness, you should grow very quickly. That is what my intention completely, as well as the Inspire team. So we are paying, like we are getting very less charge. If you take any institute or any, go with anything advanced level, by this package, none will going to be teach you. But we are doing with a continuously, monthly we'll have one set of students like this, 30, 40 students will be there. Okay, so now everyone are going with a semester examination. That is why this batch became like very less. But previously if we take 8, 9, sorry, 7th, 8th and all, maximum will accept only 35 people, not more than that. If people are registering 36 or 37 people, we'll make them to hold and we'll make them to go with the other batch. Maximum capacity is going to be 35 only will allow, because I have to track individual person performance. Test will be conducted. So in between, I'll give you some assignment question you should work on. And once that is done, you have to post in the group before the next day session starts. And in between, you will be having a assignment question, which like a Sunday, like if it is a holiday, I'll give you 3 to 4 question or more than that. You have to solve, you have to make it as a one document and you have to share to me. These kind of things I'll tell you one by one. And finally, to get a certificate, you will be having a test. Test should be taken. Okay? So based on your test performance, post completion certificate will give you. That is for sure. But test, if you conduct, like if you are taking the test and if you clear the basic marks. Suppose 100 marks we are conducting. Out of 100, if minimum score is going to be up to score 50. If you score 50 or more than 50, we'll give you one more certificate. That everything will be announced by the Kartika Bhavana ma'am. No issue, because she today is going to be, she's in a travel, so that she have not joined the session. Okay, but in between tomorrow, day after tomorrow, she'll be joining and she'll give you the entire about the certificate, when you will be getting, and what are the criteria to be the schedule with our test. Everything will be shared very quickly. Yeah. Now, so up to here is done, and we'll go with the question number 1. Write the output of the following code. So this is going to be the question, and here we have denoted with what? Double quotation. So if it is a double quotation, this belongs to which topic? Can you post the topic name in the chat?
Sir.
If it is a double quotation, then this yes belongs to the which representation? Very good. It is going to be a string representation. Yep. Now done. This is called as a slicing. So this completely comes under the slicing concept. So those who know what is slicing, please go ahead. If not, I'll teach you one by one. Okay. Try to predict the output for the question number 1. Okay, welcome. Good. Sarvesh is doing good. Try for all the print statement, yeah. And others try to note it out this question. Give indexing for it. Indexing starts with a 0, and Python programming language has a two things. So advanced level or a basic level, whatever might be there. Indexing has a two thing representation. So starting from 0 to n minus 1, or negative indexing also is there. We have from minus 1 to n value. I'll tell you that also. Okay, good. Response is there. Okay, first of all, give the indexing. So just I'll give you the indexing for this. So zeroth index position is going to be underscore is there. First index position we have a W. Second index position we have E. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is going to be symbol, and 18 is going to be 9, 19 is going to be last underscore. These are the values. And we can have one more thing also, negative indexing is there. Negative indexing means we start from this end. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, it moves on, keep on moving up to the this underscore. Yeah. First of all, try to write this. Try to write underscore welcome to badge 9 underscore. Write everything. Create a block like this. Suppose my input is going to be hello. HELLO. So write with a this called as a memory allocation. So zeroth index position first, second, third, and the fourth. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, and minus 5. Give like this. Write in your note, or if you have pen and paper with you, write this first part. Those who are new to the Python, again I'm telling, this comes under the slicing concept. Slicing is nothing but we know generally what is generally slicing. Some biggest item is there. I'm trying to slice it, dividing the particles or dividing into n number of chunks is going to be called as a second as a slicing, dividing. Now, after this going to be when you're going with the slicing, we have two ways of slicing. Way one is nothing but starting will be given and ending will be there. So you'll be having two arguments. Start and end will be there. So if you go with the way two, I think but slicing with three parameters. So starting will be there, ending will be there, last you will be having step will be there. So what is starting? So from where I am starting, suppose you belongs to the Bangalore. So from the Bangalore is my starting position. My destination is going to be Chennai. So from the Bangalore to Chennai, or from Coimbatore to Hyderabad, anything. Clear? So that is what is starting to ending, and step. So these are the three. So if you have square bracket with the two values, then comes under the way one. If you have a three values in the one square bracket, that comes under the way two. So now if you go with the print statement 1, print statement 2, and print statement 3, this 3 belongs to the way 1 because only starting is given, ending is given. Starting, ending. That's it. Yep. Now how to perform this? I'll take one more color because the red will be fine. Now we are starting from the first index. So what is in the first index? We have a W. Understand? First index we have a W. So from W I'll start. 8 is given. Remember, ending value will not be considered by the interpreter. So interpreter is nothing but we can tell as a machine who can give us the output. If I'm compiling some code, someone is giving me the output, that person is called as an interpreter. In other programming language, we can tell as a compiler, machine. Yeah. So in the Python, we don't have anything like a compiler. We have an interpreter. So I'll tell you the difference between what is compiler and what is interpreter also. So now if you go with the ending value for sure will not be considered by the interpreter. Ending value, suppose if it is a 10. So the 10 will not be considered, up to 9 will be considered. So now if 8 is given, can I consider 8? No. Up to 7 I'll be considering. So now WL start up to 7th index position means can I tell WELCOME up to here is going to be 7. So my first output is going to be welcome. We can write here welcome will be the output, because there I'll repeat 8 will not be considered because interpreter will not consider the ending value. Yeah, if it is not given, then up to the last I'll be measuring. If it is given some value, that value will be skipped. If you're giving us 100 will not be considered. Up to 99 I'll be considering. Yeah. Now that is why we are not considering 8th index position. We are considering only up to 7th index position. Answer is going to be hello. Sorry, welcome. Next, here the second printing statement, we are starting from the 12th index position. So where we have a 12th index position which pointing to B, capital B, uppercase B. Can I tell B is will be printed and 19 is given. So 19 is nothing but I should not consider 19, up to 18 I should consider. If considering up to 18 means, so from the 12 I'll start, up to 18 means batch 9. So I'll filter only BATCH hyphen 9. Clear? Done with the second print statement. Now, in the third print statement, your starting is going to be what? Minus 2. So where we have a minus 2? Can we tell minus 2 is here? Because minus 1 is going to be underscore, minus 2 is going to be 9. So from here I'll start. From the 9 I'll start. Ending value is not given. If ending value is not given, up to the last I should consider. So next output is going to be 9 underscore. I think so. Sharvesh, you got the answer. I think so. Because everything apart from 9 you have mentioned. Okay, okay, correct. So now 9 underscore will be get printed for the third print statement. Now if you go with the fourth print statement, this is what the will go with the way 2. In the way 2, starting value is given as minus 1, sorry, minus 11. So where we will be having minus 11? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So minus 11 is nothing but can we tell t, small t? I'll start from small t. And here minus 1 is given. So ending value is given as a minus 1. Minus 1 means up to minus 2 I'll consider. Up to minus 2 I'll be considering. That is up to 9 I'll be considering. And here they given as a 3. 3 is nothing but belongs to the step. Step is nothing but jumping. By default, in place of moving 1 step forward, I'll be moving 3 steps forward. Suppose you are telling. So in place of moving 1 step, I'll be moving 2 steps forward. I have to move 3 steps forward. I have to move 5 steps forward. Then in the step position, you can mention that number. So 3 means 3 steps forward. So from the T, if you're moving 3 steps forward, so O, 1 step, space is going to be second step, third is nothing but B. So T, B. Yeah. Next, I'll go with the A 1 step, T 1 step, sorry, 2 step, C is going to be third step. So T C, sorry, T B C. Next, again 3 step. So 9 will be the output. So finally, your output will be this. So welcome, batch 9, 9 underscore T B C 9 will be the output. Clear? So it takes a time to understand, no issue, but as of now, just take a screenshot. When you're getting a free time, try to learn it properly. So I'll erase everything. So I'm just going to be the output for the given question. This is about the string. So performing the string by using the list only. This everything is going to be slicing. So slicing is nothing but dividing the entire input. Okay. Next question. Next is nothing but list. So we have discussed about the string. Next is nothing but list. So what will be the output of the following program? So they given a list. List is nothing but square bracket. So this is going to be square bracket. So if you have a square bracket, that belongs to the list. Remember this. Yep. So find the solution for this. Anyone? Okay, fine. In case of rating, we'll discuss. So we'll create an array memory. Value is given as 1, 5, 5, 5. Okay, 4. Shall we keep it up? Good. Okay, so fine. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Totally, we have 6 indexing position which start with a 0 to 5. Now, I have to store my list of 0th index position in the max. So max is going to be the variable. I have to store my list of 0. What is in my list of 0? My list is nothing but this array name. So in that array name, in the 0th index position, what value is there? 1 is there. I'll store my max as 1. Done. Next, index of max is going to be 0. Thus, we can keep a one more variable as IOM. Index of max, I'll keep it as 0. Created, memory is created. Done. So for I in range, starting with a 1, yeah, ending is going to be length of my list. So now, what is my length of my list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Totally 6 elements is there. Then my length of my list is going to be 6. So if it is a 6, can I consider index position 6? No. Up to 5 only we can consider. Remember that. Now, if condition my list of I. So what is my I value? Starting with a 1. So what is in my first index position? 5 is there. So 5, first index position we have a 5. 5 greater than, what is my max value? 1. Is 5 is greater than 1? Is condition is true? Yes. If condition is getting true, then get inside. After getting inside, whatever is there in the my list of I, store in the max. So what is my list of I? I value is nothing but we know clearly it is going to be 1. Starting itself here itself they given as a 1. So what is in the first index position? 5 is there. Now max will be updated as 5. Yep. Now whatever is there in the I, store in the IOM. So what is I value? 1. So then make it as a 1 here. Again, because of a for loop, loop will be continued. So when the loop will be like a terminated until the condition is getting failure, it will be keep on moving. So 1 less than 6 condition is going to be true. Now it will be increment to the 2. 2 less than 6 condition is going to be true. If this condition is getting true, I'll go with my list of second index position. What is in the second index position? 5. 5 greater than, what is my max value? That is also 5. 5 greater than 5 condition is going to be true or false? Condition is going to be false. Yeah. If it is false, can I go with this value? Not possible. Yeah. Again I'll go with the incrementation. So increment with the value 3. So in the third index position, again we have a value 5. So 5 greater than 5, again condition is false. Now I'll increment to the 4. 4 greater than my max value is going to be 5. Again it is going to be false. Now see the last one. Value of I is going to be 5. So what is in the fifth index position? 1. 1 greater than, what is my max value? 5. This condition is true or false? Again condition is false. So can we tell, just keep on trying to make a false statement? So now your answer is going to be either 1 or a 2 or a 3 or 4 they're asking. So what should be the answer? Is there any update is there? No update. So I'll show you with the compilation. Answer is going to be 1. Because only one time we have updated, because 1 less than 5, sorry, 5 like greater than 1, only one time is getting true. Remaining everything is going to be false. If it is false, how my I value will be updated? Not possible, right? So still my answer will be 1 only. So I'll show you with execution. This is going to be online compiler. I'll tell you about the offline compiler also. There is will be using a Jupyter notebook which I gave you for the installation. Okay, that hope you got that content material that is based on the installation process. 1 second. Okay, fine. So here you can see that index is going to be 1. The answer is going to be 1. And those who are not knowing, just mention the answer as 1. Those who made a mistake, try to update and hope you got it. Next question is nothing but tuple. So what is tuple representation is going to be circle bracket. So if you have that circle bracket, then it is going to be tuple. Now it is a very simple question, just nothing but addition we can tell. So try, I'll give you some minutes. Give me a minute, I'll have a water. Try, if you have any doubt, let me know. Okay, those who are active in the session, just post today in the chat. Those are active. Let me see how many people are listening. One, two, three. Rocking. Get into the content. Good. Okay, we'll solve. So now again, we'll go with the tuple topic. So first is nothing but okay, error. Okay, fine, so good. Given your try, we'll check. So zeroth index question is going to be 25. First next question is going to be 34, 2, 3, and 4. Yes value is going to be 0. So initially my yes value is going to be 0. Now for I in range 0, 5. So now I have to start my I value from 0. That is what they are telling. For I in range, starting value is given as 0. Ending value is given as 5. How you're going with the slicing? Same way we will be using for the for loop. So starting is going to be 0. Ending is given as 5. Can we consider 5? No, right? So I'll put as 0 less than 5. So 0 less than 5 condition is true. 1 less than 5 condition is true. 2, 3, 4, 4 less than 5 condition up to there will be true. When you're going with the 5 less than 5, then condition will be false. Then I have to come out of the loop. So now 0 less than 5 condition is going to be true for the first time. I'll be getting inside if my I mod 2 equal to 0. So now if you want to predict the even number or odd number, this is going to be the solution. So what is my I value? 0. 0 mod 2 equal to 0. This condition is true or false? Condition is going to be true because 0 mod 2 is going to be 0. 0 equal to 0, yes. Equality checking. Condition is going to be true. If condition is true, you have to execute the statement. So yes is equal to yes plus a of I value. So what is my s value? 0. 0 plus, because initially we given as 0 here. So 0 plus a of I. So what is a of I? That is array of zeroth index position. What is in the zeroth index position? 25. So 0 plus 25 is going to be 25. So yes value will be updated as 25 as of now. Again, loop will be continued. So now right now I value from 0 to be changed into 1. 1 mod 2 is equal to 0. No, condition is false because 1 mod 2 is going to be 1 only. 1 equal to 0, condition is false. If condition is false, again loop will be continued with the value 2. 2 less than or equal to 5. Is condition is true? Yep. If condition is getting true, 2 mod 2 is equal to 0. I have to check. Can I tell now answer is going to be true? Because 2 mod 2 equal to 0, condition is going to be true. If condition is getting true, I have to perform inside the if block. So yes is equal to 25 is my previous yes value plus a of I. So what is in the ith position? 2 is there. So in the a of second index position we have 65. So first we are filtering 25. Now we are filtering 65. So plus 65 is nothing but we can tell as 90. Right now my yes value is going to be 90. Yeah. Now again loop will be continued. 3. 3 less than 5 condition is going to be false. Sorry, condition is going to be true, but when you come here 3 mod 2 equal to 0, here condition will be false. Now it will be increment to the 4. 4 less than 5, condition is going to be true. So 4 mod 2, can I tell equal to 0? 4 mod 2 equal to 0? Yes. If condition is getting true, then I'll be getting inside. So previous my S value is going to be 90. 90 should be added with A of ith position. What is my ith value? 4. A of 4. What is in the index position 4? 10. So 90 plus 10 is going to be 100. So 100 will be stored. Next time what happened? It will be increment to the 5. 5 less than 5. Main condition is going to be false. If the main is false, I'll be coming outside of my loop. Then I have to print the S value. So the right now S value is going to be 100. So updated value is going to be 100. So no error and answer is going to be 100. I think so. Malini is given. Good. Keep it up. I'll show you with the execution. The answer is going to be 100. Hope it is visible. 100 will be the output. Yeah, done. So done with the tuple. Next we'll go with the dictionary. This is how the dictionary looks. With the option I have given you. Dictionary. Dictionary means what? Key will be there and value will be there. Like kind of a pairing should be there. So now can we tell that we have a pairing is there? Physics is a key. 94 is a value. So physics is a subject, that is a key. For that key, you have scored 94 as a mark. Chemistry, you have scored as a 70. Bio, you have scored as a 82. English, 95. Python, 95, etc. etc. Okay. So try to cross check, go with the question. If you're able to predict the answer, post any one of the options. Either A or B or C, you can post it. If you're not knowing, suppose if you're not knowing, post with ND. And whatever question until the course is going to be ended, if some question if I'm asking and if you're not knowing, frankly tell a word called as ND. Either a capital ND or a small ND is sufficient. Through if you posting this through this answer, I'll understand that you're not knowing. From the scratch level how to make you understand, I'll give you the explanation. And if you're not posting ND, that I'll think like you know the answer, I'll skip, I'll directly go with the answers. So better if you're not knowing, up to now it is completely fine. From this question, everyone follow so that I can understand how many people are getting into the content, not getting into the content. B, D, D. Okay, 3 answer. Good. D. Why D? Why many people are posting D? Error. Answer is error. Okay. So no one is category of ND. There is no idea about the question. Everyone knows this dictionary. Okay, then I'm happy. If you're knowing already, then I'm happy. So now directly we'll jump into the question. So here we have a physics 94, chemistry 17, bio 82, English 95. Now Python is given as 95. Fine, completely fine. Now we have update. This update is going to be the in-well function. In Python programming language, update is a in-well function. Now suppose a value first time I'm giving as 15. Now, second time I'm updating it as a 30. This is called as update. So my previous value will be erased and new value will be updated. That is called as update function. So same thing, update function will do the same process. Now we have in the update, we are passing some argument for the chemistry, for the bio, and for the Python. So now what we are doing for chemistry subject, previously it is going to be 70. Now we are changing to the 72. You are updating. So previous mark of chemistry is going to be 70. Now we are changing to the 72. So now 72 will be your chemistry mark. 72. Now bio. Bio previously you have scored 82. Now after updating, bio will become 80. Now previously Python you have scored 95. This time I can put as Python is going to be 100. So updated. After updating, what is my dictionary they're asking. So now physics value, can I tell 94? Yes, because it is a fixed value. I'm not doing any changes. Chemistry, I'm telling as a 70, but 70 is updated, right? Can I choose this option A? No. Now go with option B. 94 is correct. 72 is updated. Bio is going to be 80, so 80 is updated. English is we are given as a 95, so 95 correct. 100 is updated for the Python, so 100. So right answer is going to be B. And if you take a C also, 94, again we are using chemistry as a 70 because value is updated, right? So updated value alone will be taken by the machine interpreter. So answer is going to be option B will be the right answer. Next question based on the function. Based on the function. Function is nothing but, hope you heard a word called as a function call. Okay. So function call is nothing but from here I'll be calling this function. From here again you'll be calling this function. From here you'll be calling this function. So like this, after calling, what will be my final output? So if you have doubt, let me know. Meanwhile, I will try to clear your doubts. If no doubts, carry on with our next question.
Sir, you can just click on the hide ribbon. No, you can click on hide.
No, sir, because if any internet problem is there, I'll be not be knowing that whether it is sharing or not. That's why I kept like as it is.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you.
Because if I'm hiding, I'll not be able to know that if suppose if it is internet issue, if it is disconnected, my screen will be as it is, but you cannot view my screen. So if that stop sharing, if it is not there, then I can understand that screen has been not shared. So like I'll be keeping as it is. Fine. Any response? Go with all the options. Verify one by one. Fine. We'll solve first one. When you have def keyword, this is a def keyword. So def is nothing but to define the function. So what is my function name? Func is a function name we are given, and here we are passing the argument. Good. So one response, option D. Okay, fine, great. Good, keep it up. Next one. So function we are passing with 91 and 71. These are the two values. So now when you're calling this function, it will go for this particular line. Already we are telling A is going to be passed, B is I'm giving as a 55, C is going to be 16. So now A value, if it is not given, here whatever you are passing as a first value, that will be by A value, comma. B value here you are given already 55. So, but here you are updating as 71. So now previous value will be erased and new value will be updated. Now C value you are not passing. So if you're not passing, whatever is there already, I'll try to use it. So now I have to print my A value, B value, and the C value. So A value for the first time 91, B value for the first time it is going to be 71, C value for the first time it is going to be 16. So 91, 71, 16 will be for the first print statement. Now again we are going with a second call function. So when I'm calling for the second function, 21 is given. So 21 is nothing but by default, if you're not given any value, sorry, variable, it will go for the A variable only. Because first value means first reference. Remember like this. So now A value is going to be 21. Now here C value you are telling us is 21. So So now can I update this 21 in the B variable? No, because you're mentioning very clearly C should be updated as 21 you're telling. So there is no disturbance with a 55. So still that B value will be pointing to 55. Now C value already we have 16, which we have in the function, that will be updated as 21 because you are passing manually. You are telling to the interpreter that already we have 16. I don't want 16. I need to update that 16 as 21. Yeah. So A is going to be 21, B is going to be double five, C is going to be 21. So second time I'll print 21 for the A, 55 for the B, 21 for the C variable. Done with my second call function. So first call is done, second call is done, now third call. So in the third call, A value are updating as 77. So possible? Yes. A value is not given, so I'll take it as 77. So 77 will be printed. Now B value is not given here, so B value whatever you have given already, that value will be taken as input. So 55. Yeah. Now what is next one? C value updating as 51. So we have 16. That 16 will be updated as 51. So output is going to be this. So where we have this option here, if you go with the option A, 19 is given, but actually it is going to be 91 I have to start. So can we eliminate option A directly? And suppose if we take a B option 91, 55 is given. In this question we have 55, but actually it should be 71. So B will be eliminated. Now C, if you take C, 91, 71, 16. So which means that first print statement is going to be correct. Second print statement 21, 55, 21. Even this we can tell correct. But if you take C option, the last print statement, A value we given as a 7, but it should be 77, right? So we'll be skipping option C. Then only option is going to be D will be the right answer. Yeah. So answer is going to be option B. Yeah. Super. Those are given the response. Keep it up. Next question. This is called as a recursion. Try for this recursion. Recursion means function which calls itself again and again. So in the previous question, we are calling only one time. This function I'm calling only one time. Close the statement. This again I'm calling manually. I'm calling individually. It does not keep on calling automatically. It is calling. We are calling it. So suppose my name is going to be Sato, like I'm giving as a Santosh. So I'm keep on calling Santosh. One time if I'm calling, he'll respond. Second time I'm calling Santosh. Third time again I'm giving as Santosh. This is nothing but manually I'm calling that. So recursion is nothing but by default until the condition is getting failure, it will keep on calling. So function which calls itself again and again is called as a recursion. Write the definition if you're not knowing. So function which calls itself again and again is called as recursion. Now try to perform this. What will be the output? Till now, no response. Good. Function of 3 comma 9. Okay, final output. That's it. What will be the final output? That is sufficient. Okay, we'll discuss. First time, I'll be passing the value that is fun of 4 comma 8. I'll write the solution here. Now, can we tell I value is going to be 4, j value is going to be 8 because you are passing I and j. So for the I only we are passing 4, for the j variable we are passing 8. So I will be 4, j will be 8 for the first time. Now I'll go inside the function. I value is equal to 0. I'll check. So what is my I value? 4. Can I tell 4 is equal to 0? No. So we'll go for the else block. In the else block, we have return. I'm calling this function. This call as exactly recursion. So I'll be calling this function one more time. So fun of I minus 1. What is my I value? 4. 4 minus 1 is going to be 3. 3 comma j plus 1. What is my j value? 8. 8 plus 1, 9. Again, this function will be called. So now what is my I value? I value is going to be 3. J value is going to be 9. Because now it is updated according to the programming language or any programming language. Always machine or interpreter or compiler will take only the updated value. Remember the statement. Now I value is going to be 3, j is going to be 9. Now 3 equal to 0. Condition is false because I value I'm checking with equal to 0. Condition is false, right? If false, I'll go for the else block. Again, I'll be calling fun function with I minus 1. What is my I value? 3. 3 minus 1 is going to be 2. 9 plus 1, that is j plus 1, 10. Again, function call will be happen. So did I reach the condition? No. So 2 equal to 0 condition is false. Then function of 2 minus 1 is going to be 1. 10 plus 1, 11. Next, again, this function will be called for the one more time. Function of 1 minus 1 is going to be 0. 11 plus 1 is going to be 12. Yep. Now, can I tell that I value is going to be 0, j is going to be 12. So, 0 equal to 0 condition is true. If this condition is getting true, return j we are turning. So, what is my j value? 12. 12 will be returned to this print statement. So, in the print function, answer is going to be 12 will be the output. The answer is going to be 12. I'll show you with the compilation. And see here 12. So because function calls itself, finally we have to print the return the j value. So final j value is going to be this. Yeah. So done with all the data structure. That is basic is over. Now I'll give you one kind of thing which like I hope you learned in the like kind of seen in the schooling level. Okay, match the following. It'll be like kind of fun only, but we'll match it. So next question is the final question in the FOP. Then we'll go with the advanced topic. So in the FOP, just I'll give you the match the following. Column 1 is given and column 2 is given. You have to match it one by one. So column 1 and the column 2. Slicing means where we have slicing in this column 2. Match it. Just give it as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Suppose slicing we are founding in the fourth option. Then right here 4. Okay, like that post one. It's not 4 here. Simply I'm telling. So for the example I said you. So try to find for the slicing what is concatenation, what is repetition, what is membership, and what is reverse. So try to find the solution and try to match it one by one. Finally, post your answer in the chat. One second. I will stop sharing my screen. 1 second. Sorry for the interruption. Let's try for the question. I'll be back. Fine, no one got the answer. Okay, one answer, two answer, fine. One is going to be 3, 2 is going to be 4, 3, 1, 4, 5, and 5, 2. Good. Super. Malini 3, 4, 1, 5, 2. Super. Rocking. Okay, we'll discuss that now. So they given as a slicing. What is slicing? We have discussed two ways of slicing. Can we tell slicing for sure should be this, because starting is given, ending is given. For sure, can we tell it's going to be a slicing? So we can tell as 3 should be in the slicing. Concatenation. Generally, what is concatenation? Plus operator. Plus is nothing but concatenation. So here we have a concatenation that belongs to the number 4. I'll store the number 4. Correct. Now, repetition. So suppose you want to repeat. I have a name called as hi. Hi is a word that I have to repeat for 7 times. So if you want to do it, I can go with the star or into 7. So this one is going to be for the repetition. I'll show you the implementation also. If required, I'll show you that. Membership operator. So membership operator is nothing but I said you in the beginning of the session, totally we have 7 types of operators. In the 7 types of operators, one type is belongs to the membership operator. Member is nothing but whether you are the member of batch 9 or not, in or not in. This two things comes under the membership. So we can tell as a 5. Yeah. So reverse is nothing but this. So starting will be empty, ending will be empty, step will be given as -1. This is going to be reversing the string. So it's going to be 2. The answer is going to be 3, 4, 1, 5, and 2. Good. So this is going to be final solution. So we have length 1 by 1. Yeah. So just take a screenshot. Fine. So that's about the basic. So we have done with the basic. And up to here, if it is clear, let me know the response whether you have understood or not. If you understood up to here, post understood in the chat. And if you have any doubt, whatever doubts you have, let me know. I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes of a time. Let's have a discussion. Then we'll go with a new topic, that is advanced level. Okay. So first tell me whether you understood or not. Okay. So Stephen, clear. Yes, what about the other people? Okay, fine. How difficult is scalar compared to the Python? Mm, to be frank, I don't have any idea about the scalar here. So I don't know the exact answer. So if I'm getting any update, let you know in the next class. But sure, I know what is, if you compare with a, suppose you're comparing with a R programming language or Ruby, or if you take a C or a C++ Java, I can give you the comparison because I'm good in these categories. But scalar really, I don't know about it. Okay, almost clear. Almost. Fine. Fine. So according to our session, so we have to start with the pandas, because for the first day I don't want to directly jump into the advanced level without making clarity about what is in the FOP. So just we had a revision, kind of revision we can tell. We have discussed, and few those who are good already, you might feel that yes, you are able to recap everything very quickly. Those are very new to the session, then you have to spend a time, which I said you already. Only then we can understand pandas or a NumPy, or go with the Matplotlib if there is data visualization, whatever might be there, we can understand in easy way. Because syntax, what you learned in the FOP only you'll be applying there, not as it is. What are the syntax we are using there, we'll be using. But problem statement will be completely different. Now, without making any delay, just we'll get started with the pandas. So introduction to pandas in Python programming language. So what is the use of pandas, or what is the main purpose of going with the pandas? With the pandas, what are the things we can create, or either like application wise or a project wise, where it is useful in a real life example, where it is applying. That kind of things we'll discuss as a 5 minutes of a discussion. Pandas nothing but, have you like a going with the traveling with the Excel sheet? You are maintaining the database based on the Excel sheet. Yes. Suppose you're going with a documentation .txt file, clear, or suppose you're going with a JSON file, or suppose you're going with the SQL queries. This everything is supported by the pandas. Without, how, what are the thing you're doing in the Excel sheet, like a row will be there, columns will be there, you have to access this particular row, this particular column, we can access easily. So this everything can be done with the pandas. Not only Excel, we can go with the many things. So CSV file you can go, Excel sheet you can perform. Suppose you want to perform with a JSON file, you can go with that. Everything is possible. I'll tell you about which are the files we can use under the pandas also. Many things, HTML, that also we can use it. .html, .xml, .excel, everything. Yeah. Now, what is the main purpose of this? Main purpose nothing but analyzing the data. Suppose one database is given to you. Now you have to filter some data, like to train the model. I was telling you about in the beginning. To train the model. Suppose your model is going to be CNN model, okay? Or you're going with any other model. Based on that model, you have to train. What are the model you're trying to give? So how to train? So you need a data set. So data set is nothing but information. So that data set is going to be the pandas. So it will provide you data set. So based on the data set, you'll keep on traveling with what are the things you're trying to do for your projects. We'll have an idea. First one, just put an intro about the pandas. We'll see the first point. Pandas is an open source library that is made mainly for working with relational or label data, for making easily and to start from the fundamental. So from there I can start it. So to be frank, we can tell how the Excel is working. That is called as pandas example. Now, open source library means everyone can access very easily and you can understand very quickly. And what is relation? What is label? So hope you learned something called as a attribute, fields. That is what here. Label is nothing but row wise, column wise. How you are maintaining the relationship between the first row, last column, last row, third column. How you are maintaining the data. That is what the label data we used to tell. It provides the various data structure operations for manipulating numerical data and time series. Numerical data and time series. What is that numerical data? So manipulating is nothing but, suppose you want to search some values. In this particular index position, I have to search. From the Excel sheet, I have to search some value. So if you want to do the searching operation, I can do. If you want to do the modification, I can do. If you want to add or modify whatever might be there, I can do with help of pandas. Yeah. So what are you're doing in the Jupyter notebook, that will be reflected to your Excel sheet also. So that we'll discuss. This library is built top of NumPy library. That is why the pair is needed. So if you're learning pandas, for sure you should be learning NumPy also. So because these both are like, we can tell as a brothers, we can tell. So the pandas is fast and it has high performance and productivity for the user. This is the main purpose we are going with a pandas topic. Why we need to learn pandas? Because it is a fast. High performance will be given and for the productivity. So wastage of time will not be happen much, because Excel sheet is given. Suppose you have a nearly lakh data is are there. So like, no, don't want to go with the lakh. 10,000 rows are there, 10,000 columns are there. Now you have to access 1,50,000th row and the column. How will you access easily? As a manually, is it possible? Manually not possible. If you have 10 row, 10 column, I can go with fifth row, fifth column, I can access. It is easy. What if you have n number of rows and n number of columns? I have to filter the middle element. Can you filter easily? Possible. I'm telling possible, but takes large time. Time consumption will be more. To overcome these kind of things. We are going with the pandas. Pandas, by using that date and time series is there and data frame is there. So I'll tell you about that also. To make high performance and productivity only, we're going with the pandas. Okay. Remember this 3 point, and this 3 point will be said you with a one example. Now, what is the advantage? What is the purpose and main advantage of using the pandas? Fast and efficient, we can tell, for manipulating and analyzing the data. So we can tell as to make my search efficient way and very quickly, I can go with the pandas. Next, data from different file object can be loaded. So example, I said you, if you want to go with a HTML, XML, JSON file or Excel sheet, whatever file you're trying to give, I can load it. So based on that, I can perform easily. So data from different file object. Object is nothing but that thing about the dot Excel sheet, dot HTML. So this everything is given that dot extension is going to be called as the object here. Can be loaded inside the pandas. And data set for the merging purpose, for the joining purpose, I can use pandas, because you have in the Excel sheet you have to combine the two columns or two rows, then a merging or a joining, does everything easily can done with the pandas. Next, labeled slicing. So now I have n number of rows and n number of columns are there. Now I need to filter only this particular row and column, like I have to display only the 9 values. Then slicing can be done. Suppose I have inspire. I have inspire. In place of inspire, I need only SP. I need a output called as SP. Now this is nothing but slicing. This is my entire input. From the entire input, I'm telling to filter only SP. What does that mean? Just slicing. So same thing. For the slicing purpose, for the indexing purpose, subsetting of the large data is possible. So nothing but subcategory, substring we can tell. So now main string is nothing but inspire. For this inspire, substring is going to be SP. That is what here I mentioned as a sub. So for the slicing or indexing, for the substring, even if you want to go with any large setting of data, yes, pandas will work completely efficiently. And for the flexible reshaping, suppose you have 100 row and 99 column is there. I have to reshape it as 101 into 100. I can add it, I can shrink it, I can increase anything. Reshaping is nothing but as you wish. 3 cross 3 I have to make, 100 cross 100 you have to make. Suppose you have a list of values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So totally 9 values there. This everything is going to be one list we can tell, or one array we can tell. This I should convert it as a 3 cross 3 matrix. Like this I have to print it. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is what that reshape they are telling. I can reshape it according to your willing. I can reshape. Now suppose you have a 16 value also, I can reshape. How can I reshape 16? 8 into 2, 8 rows 2 column, or I can go with the 4 rows 4 column. Like this, how much ever you want to reshape it, I can reshape flexibly. That is what the advantage in the pandas. But in the Excel sheet, can you do that? No. Okay, which cannot be provided with help of normal sheets, Excel sheets. That can be happen with help of pandas, easily, flexibly, quickly, efficiently also. Yeah. Now just we'll get started with the pandas. Just we'll see only the one thing. If you want to use pandas, we have to import your library. So import pandas as PD. This as like you're giving as a PD. This PD is nothing but alias name used to tell. So in the place of PD, you can keep P also, you can keep PWD, you can give your name also, you can give my name, anything. So there's nothing but a temporary variable we can tell. So in place of wherever you are using pandas, in place of using pandas, I'll be using PD. This called as the alias name used to tell. So import pandas as PD. And if you want to go with a numpy, we'll give as a import numpy as alias name, NP or a ND, something you can give as you wish. But now we'll go with the only one thing, there is nothing but pandas. So import pandas as PD. Yeah. Now, generally, if you go with the pandas, we have two types of data structure. What is that main two type? Just we'll see only the name. Remaining we'll discuss in the next class. So we have a two thing, that is series is there and data frame. This yes should be in the uppercase always. When you're using series function, you have to use that yes should be in the uppercase. Now D should be in the uppercase. When you're going with the implementation, I'll tell you. So yes is going to be the uppercase, D is going to be the uppercase. But we have two types of data structure in the pandas. So series is there and data frame is there. The mainly major thing will be performing only with these two. Yeah. So done with that. Remaining we'll discuss in the next class. So series and data frame, just remember. Just we have given the intro alone. Tomorrow I'll do one thing, how to start with a Jupyter notebook. So I'll tell you about Anaconda prompt. In the tomorrow in the beginning of session, I'll tell you how to open this Anaconda prompt, how to open the Jupyter notebook, how to import everything. I'll tell you one by one, step by step. I'll teach you in the next class. Yeah. So recording will be given either today night you will be receiving the recording, or by the maximum tomorrow you'll be before 10 or 11 o'clock you'll be getting the recording. Once you got the recording, please go ahead with what are things we have discussed. Try to recap, and those who are new to the Python, please try to learn Python programming language basics. Yeah. Then get into the content. It will be easy. Yeah. So that's about the session here. So if you have any doubt, let me know. If not, just put a thank you in the chat and we can leave the session. Have a wonderful day. Fine. Any other doubt? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you have any doubt, you can unmute and you can ask. You are allowed for that. Okay. Hope so. No doubts. Okay, fine. We'll wind up the session. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.